Hi, in this video, I will help you learn how to deal with pre-trained transformer. Those are helpful in NLP language for AI application buildings. Let's see what is the origin of this term, this predefined transformer architecture. So I have this paper which is namely as attention is all you need. This is also explaining other transformations such as BERT, OpenAI's GPT-3, T5, Instruct BERT, GPT-2, AlexNet, and other pre-trained NLP language models. So if you can go through this text, you will find what is the model architecture, how these encoder, decoder, and other modules are working here. Let's go back to our field where I am going to explain this architecture. So in this architecture, you can see the different modules are present. These are different modules. So first, it works by first adding encoding. Here you can see encoding is the input sentence into a sequence of vector. This encoding is done using a self-attention mechanism, which allows the model to learn the relationship between the words and the sentence. Once the input has been recorded, the model decodes it into a sequence of output tokens. This decoding is also done using self-attention mechanism. This attention mechanism is what allows transformer models to learn long-range dependency between words in a sentence. The attention mechanism works by focusing on the most relevant words in the input sentence when decoding the output tokens. Pre-trained transformers models leverage this idea of transfer learning instead of training a module from scratch for a specific task. These modules are pre-trained on the massive amount of diverse data for a general language understanding task. Fine-tuning. Once pre-trained, these models can be fine-tuned on a smaller data set for a specific task like sentiment analysis, name entity recognition, question answering, translation. This was all about the transformer architecture. You will find these documents on the description box and in my GitHub account as well. Let's see what kind of different top pre-trained NLP language models are available for AI application buildings. Here we have so many terms. For example, BERT is there, OpenAI GPT, GPT-3, T5, Electra, Debata, XLNet, and so many others are existing. Now let's see popular pre-trained models. Here we have BERT, bidirectional encoder representation for transformers, GPT, generative pre-trained transformer, T5, text to text transfer transformer, AlexNet. This is how you can work over the same module. Let's import the same file, same transformer, and we are going to dive into the hands-on practice. Now I do not have this library, so I have to run this ad in my portal. So I'm going to run pip install transformer. Let's run. Now it is installed and you can see our progress on our ongoing topic. Let's move ahead. Previously it was showing error. Allow me to run this cell again. Now you can see it's just imported the pipeline, which is integral part of this transformer, and it is not showing any error here. Now I'm going to run this sentiment analysis. This is a kind of pipeline which I will be using, and I will run this cell here. You can ignore these warnings and you can go ahead with the later on. If you are facing the same error in previous fill, you will have to install TensorFlow in your library as well. So I have installed this TensorFlow library, then creating this sentiment pipeline. So what is the role of pipeline here? So the pipeline function in the transformer library is a high level API that allows you to easily use pre-trained model for various NLP tasks without dealing with the underlying complexity of model loading, tokenization, and inferences. So I'm just creating this pipeline for my sentiment analysis. Let's create 4 sentences here as we did earlier as well. And I'm going to find this sentiment pipeline for sentence number 1. Here you can see I had a great time at the movie. It was really funny, showing label, positive and score simultaneously, which means we can go here with the sentiment analysis. I'm going to find test sentiment pipeline for the sub test in this section, so I can find the positive value as well. Let's check for sentence number 2. Here as well you can see the label is negative because sentence says movie but the parking was terrible, and score is also near about 1, which means we had some kind of negative output. In a similar way, I can check for sentence number 3 and sentence number 4. So this default model is not giving result. You can give this different data parameters. So I'm going to check this another detail for this link. You can find these documents in the description box and in my GitHub account as well. Can you see these are different models available in official website huggingface.co.in, and I'm going to create the pipeline for sentiment analysis and the model is there. So from where I had taken this finite automata BERT based sentiment analysis. Can you see? You can find here as well. Just search this one, C, go here, search for models, this one, and can you see this is available here? Can you see this is the same sentiment analysis? You can go for description part as well. Okay, so what kind of data set they have used, what is the open source library, non-commercial use, scientific purpose only, and this and so on. So I'm going to use this part. Let's run this cell. This pipeline has been created. Can you see now it's just taking all the necessary libraries files in my portal, and then I just check for sentence number 1. This is showing label is positive, score is this one. Let's check for sentence number 2, the same module which we imported from this Hugging Face.co library. This is BERT based sentiment analysis predefined transformer, and then I'm going to check for sentence number 3. This is showing positive, this is showing negative, and let's see for sentence number 4. This is showing neutral, and score is given here. This is how you can use these libraries or API for your general purpose APIs, and they can be used for handle tokenization, perform inferences, output structure results, and in dictionary containing labels. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you again.